Okay, today we're diving into something that is an absolute game changer for students everywhere: artificial intelligence. We're going to break down how you can use these incredible AI tools to not just survive your classes, but to actually thrive. So let's get right into it.
This look familiar to you? You've got this mountain of textbooks, a never-ending stream of articles to read, and deadlines that just seem to pile up way faster than you can take them off. Yeah, if you're nodding your head right now, you are definitely not alone.
I mean, the pressure is real. The sheer amount of information you're expected to process these days is, well, it's staggering. It feels like a constant race against the clock, just trying to keep your head above water. But what if there was a secret weapon to help you out?
Here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll talk about the challenge, then we'll introduce you to your new AI study buddy. After that, we'll get into a whole toolkit of AI options, map out a game plan to get you started, and wrap up with the super important rules for using these tools wisely.
It's time to kind of reframe how we think about AI. Forget all that complex, intimidating tech jargon. Instead, I want you to think of AI as your new academic partner, like a personal, tireless study buddy who's ready to help you out 24/7.
So, what makes this study buddy so awesome? Well, for starters, it personalizes learning just for you at your own pace. It can give you instant feedback on your work, automate all those tedious tasks like taking notes, and it can even help you think more critically. And you know what the best part is? So many of these powerful tools are either totally free or really, really low cost.
You know, this quote just nails it. This isn't about replacing your brain or your effort. It's about making you even better. With AI, you get these partners and assistants that make the whole learning process not just more efficient, but believe it or not, a lot more enjoyable too. All right, so you're probably sold on the why. Now let's get to the what. We're going to build out the ultimate AI toolkit, looking at some of the best tools out there, each one designed for a very specific academic mission. Here's a quick flyby. Think of ChatGPT as your personal tutor when you need to brainstorm. NotebookLM is fantastic for taking all your notes and turning them into things like quizzes. GrammarlyGO, of course, is your go-to for polishing up essays. And Otter.ai is perfect for transcribing lectures so you don't miss a single thing. You know that feeling you're just staring at a dozen super dense academic papers? Ugh. Well, this is where tools like Elicit and Consensus are absolute lifesavers. They can read through those complicated scientific papers and spit out concise summaries, helping you find exactly what you need in a tiny fraction of the time. Look, passive reading is out, active recall is in. That's how you really learn. Tools like Quizlet and MindGrasp can take your notes and readings and just, poof, turn them into interactive flashcards and quizzes. Just imagine uploading your entire history lecture into MindGrasp, and seconds later, you've got flashcards and a practice test. It's an amazing way to make studying active and really lock in that information. And hey, it's not just for text. Do you need to make a killer presentation or a really clear infographic for a project? Canva AI can help you design awesome visuals in no time. It can make you look like a design pro, even if you have no idea what you're doing. Okay, so having the tools is one thing, but knowing how to actually weave them into your daily routine, that's where the magic really happens. Let's put together a simple, actionable game plan. Here we go, a simple 4-step process. First, just pick one thing that drains your time or energy. Maybe it's summarizing chapters. Second, choose the right tool for that job. Third, feed it your material. Upload your notes, record a lecture, whatever it is. And fourth, use what it gives you, the summaries, the quizzes, the study guides, to supercharge how you review. It's that easy. Now, let's talk about something that's really, really important. To get the most out of these tools, you have to use them smartly and ethically. This isn't about finding a shortcut to avoid learning. It's about finding a better, more efficient path to learning. So here's the most important thing to remember. You want AI to be your partner, not your crutch. A partner helps you double-check things, pushes you to think more deeply, and even helps you collaborate. A crutch, on the other hand, is something you just lean on blindly, and that ultimately makes your own skills weaker. You always want to aim for that partnership. So here's a final integrity checklist to keep in mind. 1. Treat AI as a supplement, never a replacement. 2. Always, and I mean always, verify its answers. 3. Use these tools to avoid plagiarism, not to create it. And 4, most importantly, remember that your own critical thinking skills are and always will be your most valuable asset. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, when you softly bring AI into your studies, the whole learning process just transforms. It becomes more personalized to you, way more interactive, and in the end, so much more effective.
Look, the tools are here, they're easy to get, and they are incredibly powerful. Your brand new AI study partner is basically just waiting for you. So the only real question left is, how are you going to collaborate with it to crush your academic goals? The possibilities are pretty much endless.